Year! Streamers, video creators, entrepreneurs, I am so excited to be back. I have a renewed energy for 2024 and all of the stuff that we're going to be doing here on this channel. And I wanted to hang out with you. Of course, it's Friday, but I also wanted to hear, what are your content goals for 2024? That is something I would love for you to talk to me about this stream, and just an AMA, open AMA as always. If you have questions about video, about your content goals and how to achieve them, if you have questions about live streaming or video tech, I think I already said that. Already, I'm losing my mind. So that's a good sign for 2024. If you have questions about growing your audience, showing up on camera confidently, by the way, I have a little bit of a teaser on a video that's coming your way very, very shortly that is already ready for upload. I just have to do a couple of things first. So I'll tell you what that is here shortly. First of all, hi. Dang, I know. I feel like it has been forever as well. Well, oh man, hold on. We're gonna fix this comment thing. We're gonna get this. Does it work on this one? No, that wouldn't work on that one. Hi everyone. I'm gonna fix this comment thing, but first I'm gonna say hi to everyone. Kurt, Rich, big shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're new, please type new in the comments. You can join us for all your content creation, tech strategy, audience growth for 2024. So type new in the comments. Missed you too, Barry. I'm so glad to hear life is good for you. I don't know why my stream deck is way out of out of my reach today. Greetings, hello, nice to see you all. Marcus celebrates 35 months of membership. I promise I'm fixing the comments. Renee, happy new year. You too. Let's see. Mike Short, nice to see you. It's been a while. 35 months. I know that people have been around a longer period of time as well. Good morning, Michael from Arizona. I was just talking to somebody who lived in Arizona, and my sister lives in Arizona. Good morning from Sydney, Australia. Love it. Am I new if I've been gone for months? We can offer a one-time welcome back. Hi, I guess. We love when you show back up if you haven't been here for a while. So absolutely. Dan, nice to see you as well. Paul is about to kill me if I don't fix these comments. So give me just 1 second. First of all, if you haven't already said where you're watching from, where you live, you don't have to give us the address, please don't. But I would love to hear where we are across the world. And a couple of things, updates that I want to give you before we dive into questions. If you do have a question, put Q in front of your question and it will come in the order that it was received. Of course, super chats do take priority as well. So I'm going to do something real quick that you're not gonna like, just so I can grab, hold on. We're still, hello, nope, that's not working either. All right, well, I don't know what happened with the comments. Research Triangle, North Carolina, nice. Okay, well, we're just gonna go back to this. So what are your content goals in 2024? Throw that into the comments. I would love to support you in making that happen and helping you figure out what is going to hold you back. Lunchtime in New York City, nice. Working way too hard today. So oh my gosh, I actually, this week, I did not sleep. I have not slept all of this year, which is the only week I can probably say that, right? Like, I have not slept this year. I've been waking up at like 1:30 a.m. thinking all the thoughts I have about the business and the content that we're creating. And so like just sitting up and working in bed for 4 or 5 hours and then falling asleep at some point during the day. It's been a mess of a schedule since the New Year's began for me. Last night, I finally fell asleep. Normal hours. I think I went to bed at like 8. Slept for 9 hours. So I'm feeling great for the first time this year, which is great. Oh, you do owe me some snacks if you have been away for a while, for sure. My first goal this weekend, as a matter of fact, is to get my new electronic desk set up in my office. And okay, hold on. I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Don't know why we are texting in black here. Hold on. Text color, fixing live, on air, white. Let's see how that goes. All right, that was an easy enough fix. The borders aren't right, et cetera, but we'll go with that for now. So ready to have a more functional office so I can easily craft and make videos. So excited for you, Amy. I love that. Yes, I did. I apparently snatched up all the snow from everywhere with my holiday streams. Trying out new things. What does that mean exactly, Marcus? I would love to hear. Queens, New York, home of Spider-Man. It's been a while since you've been able to say that, Stuart. I love that. Zombie Luria. I was a Zombie Luria for all of this week. I was just like totally wrong schedule. And like, just my mind wouldn't shut up. Do you all have any ideas or knowledge about something for that solution? Because I feel like that's been kind of a constant theme for me over the last few months, actually. As you know, I came out of all of the family stuff that I was going through, and kind of like finishing out the year, beginning this year, all of that. I couldn't get to sleep until 3 a.m. because my mind wouldn't shut up. So we're in the same boat. Great. I have been, despite all of that, really like super efficient in terms of the work that I have gotten done. So I'm excited for that. That's great. I was looking at my list for the week and I was like, oh, I accomplished quite a bit this week while I was up at 1 a.m. just pounding on the computer. Anyway, a couple of things. Last stream before the holiday break, I tried to gift away some memberships. You might remember it. And I will absolutely be gifting, maybe. Okay, I can't promise. I'm trying to promise something I can't promise yet. I was looking into it this morning because I am in fact a brand account. So you cannot gift your own channel memberships to your viewers. You have the ability to do that now. But if you're a brand account, you can't. So next week, my hope is show back up and we're gonna gift away some memberships. I believe I just have to do a couple more checks. There's a reason that I never moved from the brand account years ago, because there were lots of limitations, especially around live streaming, if I remember correctly. And so I never wanted to move out of the brand account. Now it looks like from my brief look at it today that they've fixed those limitations and that it should work, the migration should work properly. I believe, if I remember through many conversations with YouTube team members and other creators, I believe I heard somewhere in there that those limitations are gone, but I just have to do one final check before I migrate my channel so that I will be able to gift you memberships. I would love to do that in 2024. So my hope was today, since it's the kickoff, but oh well, that's not gonna happen. Not today, but hopefully next week, so show back up. So next week, I have a video. Marcus. By the way, keep those questions coming. Add a queue in front of your question. I already have some in the queue. I will get to your questions, whatever questions you have, whatever goals you're facing, whatever struggles you're hurdling up against. Hurdling up against? That's the wrong use of that phrase. Mia, welcome. Israel, Rusty. Thank you so much, Marcus, for gifting those memberships. Oh, and brand accounts can't even receive gifts. I gotta get rid of those brand accounts. Thank you so much, Marcus, for that. So it always just like keeps coming. How many did you give away? Marcus, 5. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, I have the unicorn still. I have the the unicorn. It's in the closet, along with some 23 piñatas, specific to 23 piñatas that we never did anything with. So I don't know. Maybe next week we can gift memberships and use our 23 piñatas. What do you think, everyone? What do you think? Would that be weird? I don't know what else to do with them. Okay, so this week I had gotten so many questions about reading from a teleprompter. Especially when I released my Elgato prompter videos. I promised it, and I was on track for actually getting it out the door when I promised it, but then more stuff happened with my family that took me off track. So I apologize for that. But I did finally get the video done about how to read from a prompter. And this video is being released maybe tomorrow, but likely early next week. So I want you to hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. If you're not on my email list or following me on social, that would be a good action to take right now, so you get that. We got so many questions about reading from a prompter, and I have the honor to have worked in some really cool situations reading from every kind of prompter out there over the last 18 years. And I literally went through all of the videos on YouTube that I could find about reading from a teleprompter, and they all basically say the same thing. So I made it my mission to... There are, a couple of like tried and true principles of reading from a prompter that we have to cover. But I made it my mission to include some tips in this video that you won't find anywhere else on YouTube, because there are certain things that if you haven't worked in professional situations like I have, like with Panasonic and Samsung and things like that, where they're high pressure situations, you may not have learned yet. And they're incredibly powerful for you when you're reading from a prompter and scripting, and how you actually script it ahead of time and actually how you deliver on that. So I can't wait for this video to get out. And by the way, I know the Elgato prompter is still out of stock, Austin. I'm sorry. Go ahead and order it anyway. I think they have the pre-order still going, or the back order still active. I'm talking at like 90 miles an hour today. Sorry. But beyond that, when I release that video, you will actually be able to sign up. I spent days on this video. I swear, I spent days preparing this video, and I realized it was just too much to say. Everything I have to share and to help you with when reading from a prompter, it's just too much for a YouTube video. It's just overwhelming in terms of watching like a 5 to 10 minute video on YouTube, right? Quick, succinct. So what I decided to do was, I don't have this open yet for you to do, but if you are interested, you can email support@livestreampros.com. I'm gonna do a full-on training on everything I know about the reading from a teleprompter and scripting for success. So if you want to join that, that will be open as soon as I release this video on YouTube. And I think it'll be really powerful. If you've never read from a prompter, whether you've already been reading from a prompter, I think it'll really enhance your style, your delivery, and everything that you do in front of the camera. So you can email support@livestreampros.com. They just dropped that in the chat. Thank you, Kathleen, your tech coach. If you are interested in getting on that wait list, we just don't have anything up yet because of my, sleep schedule this week. Oh, Dan, stop it. Stop it. No, no doing that to people. I know, I shot out a cannon with 90 mile an hour speaking. Blah! Okay, we have questions coming through. So let me just check real quick. Okay, no, don't go rest. No, Amy. All right, next. So first question came before we actually started this from McCann Dog Training. Are you still here? Let me know. Here's a strategy question. We joined in because we got a notification that you are live. Is there a sweet spot for retention and maximum viewership when the notification goes to your audience? Great question. And this is a nuanced answer. As you are used to me giving, there is no one tried and true answer for everything that you do strategically. I'm gonna learn words in 2024, going on my goals list. But in terms of getting those notifications out to people, so when you let me back up. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Love the goal. So when we do this, when we go live on YouTube, you can either schedule it in advance or you can go live immediately. Now, the notification that goes out from YouTube themselves says upcoming stream. So it uses the words upcoming or scheduled, things like that. So you'll know as a viewer that there's something coming up, right? A live stream coming up. And you as a viewer can click the get reminder button that is on the scheduled stream. So that is really powerful to let your audience know. And I don't know that I've done a video on this. I don't think I've shown you this, which I could at some point soon. I don't have my share screen set up yet, or today, but you can actually, as a creator, find the analytics, unfortunately, after the fact, like 24, 48 hours after you schedule it, which means like you won't really see it ahead of time, but you can find out how many people clicked that get reminder button. It's buried a little bit in the analytics. It's not right in your face, so most people don't even know about it. I will show that to you. How about I show that to you next week or in a video upcoming soon? Let me know if you want that. But that's a really good thing. If you practice telling your audience, click the get reminder button on this scheduled stream, you'll train them. And then YouTube will send out a second notification for that live stream. Now, I just kind of wanted to set the stage there. But to answer your question, which was, is there a sweet spot for retention and maximum viewership when the notification goes to your audience? So we're finding, and I've had many discussions with other creators around this topic, general best practice seems to be about 24 hours in advance. That if you're going to schedule it, you should schedule it. Now, yesterday, I didn't schedule it like normal because I forget how to operate normally after a break, apparently. So 24 hours is what I've been doing, and that has seemed to work pretty well. But you also need to pay attention to what your audience is doing, right? And so you need to kind of gather some data, even if it's kind of like not hard data that you can really get, right? But what you can do is you can say, all right, I'm going to schedule it for the next month at 24 hours in advance. And then see how many people click get reminder and see how many people show up live. Then for the next month, experiment with less than 24 hours or 48 hours. You need to do this operationally with your own audience because every audience is different and their habits are different based on your habits, right? So do some experimentation and just gather that data of those two factors and see what the data is showing you and then make your decision from there. Now, secondly, I also send out an email to my email list to tell them that I'm going live. I don't do that 24 hours in advance. I do that 30 minutes before the stream starts. I have done the data processing and the, testing and experimentation on the timing of that email. And for my audience, for my email list, 30 minutes is where I get the best results, primarily speaking, depending on the type of stream I'm doing. So for me, I know that a live Q&A is 30 minutes before. If it's a big kind of event stream, it's gonna be like really powerful and maybe really just big, right? Like it's a bigger thing than a normal Friday show. I will do that an hour in advance because I've learned through testing and experimentation that that is what works best for my audience. So there you go. Not every person on YouTube is going to get every notification that you send out. It also depends on their habits clicking your reminders as well. So keep that in mind. All right. I don't know why we're talking about the desk pad, but I love it. I'm glad that you like the desk pad. Do you want to see the desk pad? Okay, hold on. Which one did you get? Which one did you get? Hold on, I'm coming back to questions. Was that helpful, by the way, to understanding your scheduling streams? So there's one desk pad. And if you love our mascot lamb, oh no, it just dropped. You can get one that looks like this as well. You can get a smaller version, but if you want a big desk pad, I tamed a lamb. I don't even know if you can see all of that. Hold on. I tamed Lamb, the live adrenaline monster. So those are available on our store at livestreampros.com/pads. Enjoy. Send us pictures if you put that into your mix on your desk. I've got a video that I am working on about desk accessories as well, because I've recently put some desk accessories that I'm loving. So I'll show those off to you as well. Oh, my comments. I really got to fix those comments. Renee, who is the YouTube liaison, if you don't know him, also people turn off notifications for the app and then nothing goes out. Oh, you can see what percentage have turned off the app in YouTube Studio. So you don't even get emails if you turn off the app or the app notifications. Good to know. That's why I never get notifications. That makes perfect sense because I turn off all notifications on my phone as much as humanly possible. By the way, nobody noticed. The only reason I'm bringing that up is I got a haircut yesterday, but you haven't seen me in a while, so you didn't know. But I had to turn on Instagram notifications to get conversations going with my hairdresser. And then I was like, can we please move this to text? Because I don't do notifications on social. Please, for the love of God. Yeah, Dave, you can also use that big one as a shower curtain. So there's multi-use desk pads there. I love it. Oh, you got the largest LSP purple logo desk. Nice. I love it. Oh, you'll still get email unless you turn that off as well. I must have turned those off. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for the clarification on that. So what sort of notification works best for the Luria and Callie repot all of Luria's plants stream? By the way, oh my gosh, I have my background up today. I can't show you. I will post this on social. Callie saw this the other day when she came to my place. I have a plant back there that is like the first plant that I bought. In the first lot of plants that I bought, which was like 33 plants. But it's one of my first and one of my favorites. It's right in the window behind me on when I don't have my backdrop up. And it has grown so much. I got so busy in the last half of last year that I failed to do anything with it. But it is just growing so long. It has these long strings. So I have to repot or I have to cut some of them off and get them going as fresh new plants. So there will be some potting going on. You know, just let me know if you want to stream about it. Oh, thanks. Okay. What am I hiding today? I'm actually not hiding anything. Just felt like doing the backdrop today. I don't know why. All right, next question. Bring those questions on. Okay, so novice. Okay, I make it a habit, just for all of you streamers out there, to read comments before I say them out loud, because I have learned the hard way, mostly on Twitch, that people will try and trip you up and say bad things through spelling and all of that kind of thing. So there you go. I mean, it's Twitch after all. But I didn't say that. But Novice asks, does the US government recognize YouTube or online merchandise line as a work of business? So that they don't specify, and this is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. I am not a tax accountant. I am nothing of the sort. But from my experience, they don't specify recognition of any particular line of work. What they do require is for you to take legal processes or documentation so that you register yourself as a business. And you can do that in a number of different ways. Novice, that's probably a lengthier discussion that we should probably have in one of our accelerator program calls that you're a part of, but we can absolutely talk about that. We did have Bobby Klink, who is my go-to lawyer for online businesses, as a guest recently, and so he talked a little bit about that as well. All right, next question. Also, by the way, if you're asking questions, please put a Q in front of your question to make sure it gets in my queue. Super chats do take priority. Otherwise, I'm going in the order that they were received. Next question, Marcus. My display link software for the Elgato Prompto the Elgato Prompter quits randomly. Any idea what to do? So Marcus, your display link software, are you talking about the display link like driver, or are you talking about the actual Elgato Camera Hub software? I don't know if you're running Sonoma or not, but I want to make sure there's a couple of things. One, obviously, you could reinstall everything fresh, reboot the whole, normal troubleshooting process. If that's not working, do make sure that your permissions are set correctly with Apple's, 2-3-year-old update that requires security permissions to have apps work correctly. That is one thing that people were running into, but it was causing it not to work in the first place, not necessarily causing crashes. So my guess would be either you just need to kind of reset everything, and or you may have something open while you're using the software that is causing a conflict. For example, when you have multiple, apps that use the same thing, like a video camera, that can cause problems. So I would check to see that as well. Jason, oh my God, I need to respond to your email. I apologize. I will respond to that today. Sorry, but welcome. I'm glad you're here. I do apologize. You missed that I was talking about how my sleep schedule this week has been crazy. And so I did see your email though, and I will respond today. My apologies. Okay. Scott, doing a little personal conversation going on here in the stream. I mean, let's just be efficient about it, right? Not. Why not? I cannot talk. Like I said, 2024 goal, learn words. That sounds like a good goal, right? And how to speak. I'm just joking. Okay. Next question. If you guys need me, by the way, you better email support@livestreamingpros.com, because Callie and Kathleen take care of that address and pester me when there's something I need to respond to. If you email my personal email that you might find somewhere out there, I guarantee you it's going to go unanswered. I just don't respond to most emails, and I get overloaded there. So I highly suggest, if you need something work-wise, business-wise, you email support@livestreamingpros.com, because that is where we actually pay attention. Okay, next question. Let's see. Scott, do you cover how you control the speed of the words, or do you use a remote or anything to pause or start the words? Yes. So in the YouTube video, I was talking about this YouTube video that's coming up about reading from a prompter. And I have a training, full-on training that I'm going to do that will be released for registration by early next week. So you guys can come to that training, and it'll be very, very low cost for you, just to make sure that everybody has access to it. During that training, I'm going to cover tools. But a quick answer for you is a jog wheel is the best solution to making sure you have control over the speed and the actions on your prompter. I'm also going to, in that training, really dive into the tools and the software options that are the better ones to use. Like, there are a lot out there, and there are a lot that have problems. Everything that you use will have a problem of some kind, but there are better ones versus not so great ones that will give you the best reading experience from your teleprompter. All right, next up is, let's see, Michael. With the training classes being self-paced, how much time a week do you suggest to set aside to learn or doing training exercises? Are you asking, Michael, about accelerator program or something else that we offer? Michael, that may be a better question for support, because I want to make sure I answer you correctly, because we have different types of trainings that we offer. Are you referring, I think this came in when I was talking about the teleprompter training. That's going to be live. And so you're going to be able to go through that with me and ask your questions live. So if you're talking about the teleprompter training, that's live. And I'll be able to support you as you're like, I don't understand this one thing, right? But if you're talking about one of our other programs, just email support@livestreamingpros.com so that we can get you the correct answer for the right amount of time that it'll take you to go through. Does that make sense? Okay. Welcome, Sainted Whisper. Come into your questions. Do make sure, okay, I see you corrected it with the Q in front of the question, coming to it in order that was received, but I don't think I've seen your face here before, so welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here. Okay, next question. And by the way, if you, like, I still see more questions coming about prompters. If you haven't watched my series on the Elgato prompter, watch those. There are 3 or 4 videos out so far. I've got more in the works because there's so much curiosity about this product. And so if you do have questions, and I know that it is still on back order at the moment, but people ordered it right away and got it earlier than they said. So I would get in the queue, whether that's for purchase or if they have a wait list or something like that, to make sure that you get it first. Obviously, I believe they didn't anticipate the number of people who were going to be interested in it, because, I mean, or they just did a small batch, right, up front, just to make sure that they weren't overextending while they figured out what the demand was. The demand is high because it is a really good option for most people. And I have a video in that playlist about who it's right for and who it's not. So I also recommend watching that as well. Dan, stop taking advantage of people. His price just went up for selling his $1,000 to $3,000. Don't do it. It's not worth $3,000. And I know you're joking. All right, next question. Renee, think I could get away with doing very informal videos like Ludwig or Mogul Mail, Charlie, Penguin Zio, since I have a job again and no time for fancy videos anymore on my personal channel. I think it depends on the goal of the video, right? Like, when you have a day job, right, you have limited time. And I know it's been a very long time since you put a video out on your channel. But I think that your audience is so loyal already that they would accept any style that you wanted to create. And so I think it's worth experimentation for sure. You have a style in the past that has been very highly produced, which does take extra time. So there's probably a middle road, right? And like, I talk with our students and viewers here on this channel all the time about imperfect action. If you are not willing to take action when you're up against a decision like that. I don't have this amount of time, so I do nothing. That's doing no one any good. It's not doing you good. It's not doing your viewers any good. I have seen the comments on your channel. They are waiting for you to do something. So I would highly encourage you to just take imperfect action. And I'm saying this to everyone, right? Like everyone needs to get good in 2024 at imperfect action. It doesn't have to be the best ever. It doesn't need to be the thing that you're going to pin your life's work on, your magic creation of life. Like your value is not your content. Your value is the impact that you have. And you cannot have an impact in this world with other people if you do nothing. And now I'm just really talking about everybody in general, not you specifically, Renee. But this is like a big rant for me and a big topic of passion. And I face that same issue myself. Skid, thank you so much for the gifted 5 memberships. Yes, it's not helpful to do nothing, so do something. And the only way that you get data on whether you could pull off a more casual format or whatever the decision is that you're facing, you only know by action. You only know by getting data, and that data is the comments, the views, the response, emotional versus data, right? So there's so much in imperfect action. All right. Thank you so much. Welcome to, thank you, Skid. Welcome to Crafty Sorceress, to Colta Reed. I thought you were already a member. The Dizbot, Steve, welcome. And CJ as well. Thank you, Skid, for those gifted memberships. Your value is not your content. It's the impact you have. I was actually thinking about doing a video on that topic because I was having a conversation about that recently, and I was like, you know what? My audience probably needs to hear this. Do you all want a video on that? Let me know. Yes, no, in the comments. Okay, next question. Strength. Okay, I'm unable to live stream on Twitch using OBS or Streamlab. I can stream on YouTube, but not Twitch. Stream supposedly starts, but no connection. Only a recent issue, no changes on my end. That's interesting. I would look into the, I don't know if you're going API or RTMP to Twitch, but I would look to see if their resolution or bitrate or anything changed that they require on the Twitch end. And then you can make adjustments in OBS. Also, you could do a test using something like StreamYard. And we have a free trial link so that you don't really have to like pay anything. They also have a free account for a period of days because it's probably not what you want to use like ongoing, but maybe test a different software, a different solution. I use Ecamm, but StreamYard is a browser based. You don't have to download anything or learn it, but just to test to see if that connection is different by any chance. So it could be a number of different things, but my guess would be that they might have changed something in their data requirements that you could make an adjustment and go with it. But if you're going API already, then that should pick up their needs. So if you continue to have problems, I do know Twitch. I was a partner on there for a year, but I don't stream to Twitch anymore, so I'm not as up to date on that. Harris Heller has a channel here on YouTube and a Twitch channel where he talks a lot about Twitch specifically. So if you're not already following him, he may have more updated information in terms of any ongoing issues or current issues like that. So he does answer questions as well on his accounts regarding Twitch. Okay. Okay, next question. Tech troublemaker. Elgato Prompter has been working for me so far. Yes. If it's not, by the way, If it's not, I have a video on how to get it to work, and some comments in there if you are still experiencing issues as well. But the question was from Rory, do you do have to turn reactions off on it as it will lock up? Oh, also, do you have to set it start automatically on boot up? No, you shouldn't have to. Oh, was that a question? Because I don't think so. You shouldn't have to. So the Sonoma reactions are only on video apps. The Elgato Camera Hub software, it may be active. I'd actually have to look at that. Hold on. Let me just open up my, because I don't remember. Oh, I'm not on Sonoma. I can't look. Sorry, I have a different computer that I use for Sonoma, but crap. Hold on. Okay, there I got everything back. If it does have the video tab that you can turn off reactions, go ahead and do that. Like, as always, like, just do that. I was watching an event today that it was like like highly produced events. And their computer kept throwing the Sonoma reactions, and I was like, oh, everybody was talking about it in comments. So I would suggest that you turn those off just in general. Anytime you do video, it was a statement. Okay. It triggers, okay, so the display link software is triggering reactions. Okay, so I have a whole video and an article on how to turn off Sonoma reactions if you are on Sonoma. My recommendation is you don't go to Sonoma if you are not already on it. If you are, turn off reactions. They will throw random things happening on screen. So no matter whether you're using the Elgato Display Link Camera Hub software, or you are using something like Zoom or Ecamm, anything video related, turn those off unless you just want to have some fun with your audience and throw bubbles, not bubbles, balloons when you accidentally do some hand gesture. All right. Yeah, so I was talking about that earlier. I mentioned that I have not experienced it. If there's multiple people here saying that it's constantly crashing, I would say, one, are you on Sonoma? That may be causing some issues because Sonoma is causing issues with video tools still. It is not compatible with everything yet, so that's why I recommend do not upgrade to Sonoma if you haven't already. You can downgrade, it's a little bit of extra effort. But if it's continuing to crash, I would make sure permissions are set correctly. I would make sure that you reinstall everything, like delete it, reinstall everything just to give it a fresh install. And then third, make sure that you are not using another app like that is using the video need of the display link software, so that you don't have any compatibility issues. Because if you already have Zoom open and you're using that could be causing a conflict that's causing the crash. So that would be my answer to that. So check on that, Dan. Okay, Sainted Whisperer, do you think Shorts live stream will be released this year? As far as I've heard, so if I understand what you're asking correctly, Shorts, like live as Shorts. So you already have the ability to, let me back up. You already have the ability to go live in the Shorts feed as long as you are in vertical mode. So you have that ability across, and Renee, if he's still here, can correct me if I'm wrong. He's the creator liaison. He knows all the details, but my understanding is it's released to every creator out there. However, what has not been done yet is that the viewer side is still an experiment. And my understanding is that will come out in 2024 or roll out to more people out of that experiment. So you as a creator have the ability to do it. You just go live in vertical mode and that will appear in the Shorts feed. but only for the people who are in the experiment or beta testing process of that on the viewer side. So hopefully that clears up that. Okay. Jermaine, you did a video on Insights. Do you know when that's coming out? They have not released any dates on the Insights feature. I am super excited about that. For those of you who don't know, I was invited to Made on YouTube in New York in fall of last year. So weird to say now. Fall of 23, where they announced all of the upcoming features for 2024. Insights is one of those. I have a whole video that covers Insights if you want to learn more about that, if you haven't heard of it. That was my favorite feature announced during Made on YouTube. But they are not giving out any dates in terms of release on that, so stay tuned. I will let you know on this channel as soon as I know anything about dates. I promise you that, because I am super pumped about it. Super pumped about it. I cannot wait. Now, also recognize it's going to be more basic than I want it to be at launch. However, it will improve over time, and so really, really excited about that. Okay, just confirmation, any creator can go live in vertical and square. Not everybody has. That'll continue coming out this year. So sometime Insights is in testing and will be rolled out sometime this year as well. Okay, thank you for that clarification as well, Sainted Whisper. I'm sorry, I'm saying whisperer. Whisper. Sorry about that. Oh yes, thumbnail A/B testing is also rolling out this year. Now, I am super lucky and grateful that we do have that. So I'm paying attention to our results on A/B testing so that I can keep you informed of anything you need to know, and providing feedback and, anything that they need in development of that as they continue to roll out. It is very, 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 very limited. So thumbnail A/B testing, I really want title A/B testing, but for now, TubeBuddy is working for that. So if you don't have TubeBuddy yet, we do have a link that we can provide you in the comments from our mods. If you want to try TubeBuddy for title A/B testing. But right now with thumbnail A/B testing, it's working well. There are some things that I'm, giving feedback on, but I will continue to pay attention to that as we experiment on those on our channel, and see what helps, see what you need to know. But I will say right up front with our couple tests that we've run, it's helpful to really see that you don't know what you're talking about. When it comes to thumbnails. And what I mean by that is that you want to create multiple variations of your thumbnails, right? You can do 3 as of now. And use this with what you're doing now. What you think your audience will respond to, or a general audience will respond to, isn't always what the data shows. And so you want to get creative in your thumbs. And if you're not currently, without A/B testing, like, let's just call it what it is. Not everybody has that, and that's frustrating to some people. But what you can do with that information right here and now is provide yourself with the ability to do that. Create variations, and when you see that your videos aren't ranking as high as you wanted them to, or your click-through rate isn't as high as others on your channel, change out the thumbnail. Get those created in advance of publishing your video, and change out the thumbnail to increase conversions. You can keep track of that data on your own without the A/B testing. Now, that helps because it does it automatically, but that will come. And in the meantime, take that control and that power into your own hands, and also understand that what you think is going to work isn't necessarily what people will actually click on. So get creative, do something that you like, do something that you don't really think will work. Get creative. Okay. Sorry, I was like, something popped up on my screen and I was like, what is that? I still have an event going on in the background of my computer, just muted, and something popped up for that. Anyway, vote in the poll. What's the poll? Wait, hold on. What is our poll? Would you want a title and thumbnail A/B testing combined or separate? Oh, great question, Callie. Great question on that. Okay, so thumbnail A/B test results can and will vary on immediate core audience versus long tail casual audience is data, not answers. Yes. Thank you for saying that. I definitely, oh, that came from Renee. Sorry. Okay. I'm giving Callie credit for but Callie created the poll based on Renee's question. So do you want it combined or separate 3x3 testing? Okay, so I just took it. I love it. All right, next question. Sean, Sean is going to be buying some of our animated overlays for Ecamm. Yes. So you can do things like this. You can get these available, graphics and overlays on our store, which are not this called the action link, but livestreamingpros.com/store. Or if you go to pads, you'll land on our store. But you can get animated graphics and overlays. That's what he's talking about. Are they easy to install and start using? Yes. So Sean, we actually include, so it depends on which one you get, but we include instructions for each and every overlay and graphic that we have on our store. And so you can read the README file, and if it requires a little bit of extra explanation, then there's a how-to document included. If you get the Ecamm, I don't know if you're on Ecamm. Oh, yeah, for Ecamm. If you get the Ecamm ones that are pre-built profiles, you literally just click that and it loads it into your Ecamm, and you just have to change text, colors to be on your brand, and that's it. And it's so easy. So easy. Okay, so go get those. Enjoy, and email support if you have any questions at all. Okay, next question. Let's see. Creativity Playground. How do you claim gift memberships? So you don't have to claim them. If you were gifted a membership, you just automatically are a member of this channel. You will have to renew that. So just heads up on that. But it is a gift that is just automatically assigned to you. Okay. You have an inhaler to catch your breath. Your speed talking is making, this is not any speed talking. Y'all. For 10 years, when I went by the name Callie Lewis and I was doing Geek Brief and Geek Beat, I spoke way faster than I do even today. Like, today is speed talking for my normal pace, but because I just am apparently excited and I have all the energy in the world now that I've slept for 9 hours after a week of not sleeping at all. So I just have a lot of energy today, but this is not speed talking. Those of you who've been around me since day one, let me know if you think I have reached Callie Lewis levels of speaking. All right. Yeah, this is normal for her. Excuse me, hold on. But I do need some water. Aw. Thank you so very much. I'm gonna stop on the questions and say thank you. I really enjoy your work. Keep it up. Your vids are very practical and useful to so many. Honestly, that means the world to me when you guys tell me that I'm helping. Because sometimes, people don't speak up, and sometimes you just put content out there and you hope it helps. And I'm really thankful and grateful to you for watching, one, and for saying that it is helpful, because that is why I show up every day and do the work that I do, is to make a difference in other people's lives and support you in getting your message heard and getting your community built. That's what I live for. So thank you. Okay. Not quite, Callie's getting there. All right, next question. Let's see. Oh, and creativity regarding gifted memberships, you do have to opt in to be able to receive gifted memberships, just so you know. Neil, Any recommendations for alternative prompter software that you can use with the Elgato prompter? Yes. In fact, on my Elgato prompter tutorial video, in the description is the link to my favorite teleprompter software. The one I'm actually not using it on this teleprompter, but any other teleprompter. I have 3 prompters here, guys. I have 3 prompters. But I actually am testing a different prompter software on this computer, which is why I tripped myself up on that. But my favorite one that is my go-to for not only recommendations to you guys, but also the teleprompter software that we put in our client builds. So for those of you who don't know, we go on site for people for entrepreneurs who want a video studio, a professional video studio, but don't want to do the work themselves. We help you if you want to do the work yourself, but we also, for our clients, we will actually go into their home or office and build their video studios for them, train them on it, leave them, and they now have every capability to do everything that they want. For those clients who pay a lot of money, the teleprompting software that I put in those builds that I trust is easy to use for our clients, that is the same prompter software that I linked to in the description of the video. So we're gonna drop the link to that video. It's the tutorial on how to set it up, and that link is in there, so check that out. Okay. I know. That's funny. Brett, it's good to see you. It's been a while, I feel like. Oh, sorry. Okay, I didn't see that you had a question. I'm skipping him up to the jump because it's on here. Is it best to choose normal, low, or ultra latency? I actually have a video on that, on latency and what to choose and why you should choose it. Thank you so much, Christian. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. So the ultra low and normal latency on YouTube streaming depends on whether you're going 4K or 1080, whether you want audience interaction or highest quality. So I have a video exactly on the different latency scenarios and what latency is, even for those of you who don't even know what we're talking about. And so you go watch that video and that'll answer all your questions. I don't believe it's more than like 3 or 4 minutes, so super fast. Okay, Dan, I answered that. Novice, does LSP help YouTubers start online businesses? So we support you in creating your content and your video for your online business. And in our side of our accelerator program, I'm happy to answer any questions about starting a business. What we do not train on or offer advice on are the legal processes that you need to go through. I can certainly talk about that, give you my experience, but I am not that is not my forte, so I don't offer training specifically on that, but we do have experts that we love and trust, like Bobby Klink, and he's offering a whole slew of offerings and options to help you set up and understand the legalities of all of that as well. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a breath. Next question. We already answered. Think Legal, any new themes from the magical Paul Dixon coming out? I can't tell you. Paul, the magical Mr. Paul Dixon, who is our graphic designer for anybody who is new around here, is always got his brain going. I can promise you that. So the answer is yes, there's new stuff that he's working on that I can't tell you about yet and that I'm very excited about. But that shouldn't stop you from getting what we've got now, because we never have, the way the creative process works, it sometimes takes time, right? And so I would go ahead and get what you have access to now, and we will always alert you when there is something new on the store for sure. He is constantly, his brain impresses me. He's constantly working on making it easier, better, more options, more professionalism, more creativity inside of the offerings that we use. So if you go to livestreamingpros.com/store, you'll see everything that he's created for you as pre-made files that you just load into your streams, whether you're on StreamYard, Ecamm, OBS, vMix, Restream Studio, that make it really easy for you to go pro with your graphics, get the job done, and move on to your content. Okay. Yeah. Well, we did have like a sale during the holidays, I think, and so lots of people grabbed those secrets. No. All right. Next question. Oh, I answered that. That was okay. Answered that. All right. As Callie is telling you, and you don't want to mess with Callie. Callie is the one who is Callie Fabro. She's our community manager. Anytime you guys see the super chat thing happen, that's Callie with the pink hair. Although she doesn't have pink hair right now, but she does from time to time. But anyway, she's ordering you, and you don't want to mess with her. She's a feisty one. Hit that like button. All right, you guys, I have to get back to this event that I'm attending today. They were nice enough to actually schedule lunch during this stream, so I'm very grateful to them for that. But yeah, your hair is gone now, but it existed at one point. Thank you all to all of our new viewers. I want you to put your dancing shoes on. We did not do a countdown timer this morning because I am testing and experimenting an idea and a theory that I have. So be sure to, here we go, hold on. Marcus is about to show you who Callie is. So put your dancing shoes on. We're gonna roll those beautiful Bing credits and thank all of our YouTube members who have signed up and who are supporting this channel. If you are new here, put your calendar on 10 a.m. Pacific every Friday. That's when we are live. And I have some fun new things that we're gonna be testing and experimenting with and playing with in terms of live streams and other content. You just saw my lights. Whoops. I was supposed to hide that with my body. There's Callie. I was waiting for that to show up. Thank you, Marcus, for the super chat. You guys rock. Thank you so much for a great kickoff for the new year. Remember, imperfect action this year, 2024, no matter what your goals are for your content, for your business, for your life, imperfect action is the way to get to the goal. You will never achieve perfection right out of the gate. You'll never achieve perfection, but you will never, you can't just go to the gym once and be your healthiest self. Like everybody just tries to, set a resolution for on January 1st. It doesn't happen in one action. It happens with consistent action and often imperfect action, right? You're not gonna lift 20 pounds, you're gonna lift a few pounds, and then you're gonna 20. I don't know why I said 20. Even I lift higher than 20, but whatever. You're never gonna lift how much ever weight you want to lift or do whatever you want to do by not taking action and improving over time. So I just want to remind you of that as we go into 2024. Thank you so much for being the kind of community that I love to show up for and love to hang out with. And you just bring me so much joy, even when I don't feel like streaming, which was not today, obviously. But I love showing up for you, having an impact and making a difference in your life and in your content. And thank you for being here. So I'll see you next Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Put those dancing shoes on and let's say thank you to our YouTube members. Bye. Turn it up.